Now we'll continue to see some showers and storms across Mozambique and Zimbabwe. Bad news here really after all the flooding we've seen from tropical cyclone Idai. But most of the storms I think through the week will be around the Gulf of Guinea. Also got some unsettled weather across the Middle East. Thunderstorms breaking out fairly widely, I think, across the Gulf into the weekend. Some of them could be quite intense, we could see some flooding and the risk of some heavy dust storms. Now, for South Asia, it's a largely dry story, but there is still the chance of some showers and heavy rain across northern Pakistan and into northern and northeast India. Now, conditions are turning a bit quieter across the northeast of China, thanks to high pressure building. It remains quite cold, though, across the periphery to Japan, 7 or 8 degrees for Tokyo and Seoul, but hot, dry, and sunny to the north of Thailand. And finally, Australia, we've got 2 tropical cyclones. This is Trevor in the Northern Territory and Veronica in the northwest there. Both going to bring some very heavy rain through this weekend. For New Zealand, it looks like dry and sunny weather conditions continue with some rain to forecast next week.
This is BBC World News. I'm Kasia Madeira. Our main headlines. Theresa May returns from Brussels with a delay to Brexit and a big task ahead. The British Prime Minister has to get Parliament's backing at a week or leave without a deal on the 12th of April. With a delay, anything is possible, says the EU. It hopes, at the very least, to avoid a no-deal Brexit.
As the EU, we are prepared for the worst, but hope for the best. As you know, hope dies last.
Also coming up on the programme, a race against time to bring relief to victims of the Mozambique cyclone. Rescuers use helicopters to reach desperate people cut off by floodwater, clinging for roofs to survive. And 4 years after the war began in Yemen, our reporter Paul Adams visits one town that's managed to prosper despite the odds. Hello and a very warm welcome.
Hello, Anna, it's so good to see you. Just turn your microphone on and say hello.
Hello.
How are you doing? How are you doing? Can you hear me, Anna? Hello?
Welcome to BBC World News. Brexit is being delayed. The British exit from the European Union is now no longer expected to happen in 1 week's time. Instead, Theresa May wants MPs at Westminster to vote for a third time on her divorce deal, the withdrawal agreement that she was in the EU. If once again Parliament...
Hello?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I watched TV.
Yeah, I'm just asking how are you doing? The meaning is как поживаете?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm doing great. What is new?
On Wednesday, I went to the theater, visited my grandmother on Tuesday, and took part in school sports competition.
What kind of a competition? What kind of sport?
Basketball.
Okay, good. So you play basketball. That's very interesting. All right. Good. now I think that we can keep on working. Let me just remember where you're from. So you are from Kursk, right?
Yes.
And you are from the 10th grade, and you study the book which is called Rainbow, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you plan to take the Russian national exam, correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So let's keep on working, and I will just start sharing it with you. Now, if you remember, we finished, it was, I think, although I was at home, the burglar managed to break and steal my laptop without being seen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you have a look at D, oh no, E. Can you think of this sentence? Just read and think of it. So just read the sentence.
Melanie be able to 3 lengths of the pool when she was William's age.
Mm-hmm. So can you translate?
Melanie
What is be able to?
смогла
Yeah. 3 lengths of the pool. 3 lengths of the pool. What is that? You don't know? You don't understand?
Yes.
So 3 длины бассейна when she was William's age.
Когда она была в возрасте
Вильяма. So
Вильяма.
Мелани могла 3 длины бассейна, когда она была в возрасте Вильяма. So just change the sentence and add one word, and we're done here. Please. Ну, поменяйте, добавьте. Что мы хотим сказать?
Melanie was able to swim.
To swim?
To swim 3. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Melanie was able to swim 3 lanes of the pool when she was William's age.
Okay, we have a visitor. So, hello. Can you say hello to us? A newcomer. Can you say hello to us, please? Can you hear us? BUI. Can you hear us? Okay. Yeah. All right. Now the next sentence.
Paul's interview was this afternoon. I wonder if he managed the job.
Can you translate?
У Пола брали интервью. После полудня.
А сегодня после полудня?
Сегодня после полудня я восхищен.
That's different meaning. Я удивляюсь, or я интересуюсь. Я интересуюсь.
Я интересуюсь.
Я интересуюсь. Manage the job. What does that mean, manage? You don't know?
I don't know.
Итак, у нас здесь несколько вариантов того, как мы делаем модальные глаголы в разных временах. И это модальный глагол должен или справиться. И вот вы видели, было to be able to. И один из вариантов succeed, удалось. И manage точно так же справиться, получиться. У него получилось. Мне интересно, получилось ли у него что?
Работа.
Получилось ли у него получить работу? Okay, so how can you say that? Paul's interview was this afternoon, and I wonder if если ему удалось ли ему получить работу?
Managed to.
If he managed, получить. To get
the job.
Yeah, if he managed to get the job. Okay, very good. Very good. So next.
I was so tense that I be able to sleep despite being tired.
I was so tense. You understand the word tense?
No.
В напряжении. In Russian it's интенсивный, intense, tense. I was so tense that
I was able to.
No. Я был настолько в напряжении, что я не мог.
Уснуть.
Yeah, so say it in English.
И был уставший.
Yeah, but say it in English.
I was so tense that I wasn't able to sleep despite.
Уснуть. Sleep это спящий, это прилагательное. Уснуть. To fall asleep. Упасть в сон. To fall asleep. I wasn't able to fall asleep. Despite being tired.
Despite being tired.
What does that mean? Несмотря, despite being tired.
Несмотря на усталость.
Несмотря на то, что он был устал. Okay. Then.
Although he didn't have a corkscrew, he succeeded the bottle.
So, what is that? Corkscrew. Do you know?
No.
Cork, пробка, screw, винт, штопор, все вместе. So, although he didn't have a corkscrew, он добился успеха, ему удалось что сделать?
Открыть бутылку.
Yeah.
Although he didn't have a corkscrew, he succeeded opened the bottle.
He succeeded in opening, требует обязательно предлога in, succeed, и потом герунде. He succeeded in opening the bottle. Although he didn't have a corkscrew, corkscrew, пробка, screw, винт, he succeeded in opening the bottle. He succeeded in opening the bottle. Okay, next.
You manage any weight since you started your diet. Сбросил ли ты вес? Удалось ли тебе сбросить вес с того, как ты начал свою диету?
Okay.
Have you managed to lost any weight.
To lose any weight.
To lose any weight since you started your diet.
Very good. Excellent. So you know that in some sentences you could change the modal verbs and write instead could or couldn't. Like in the first sentence, although they searched for several hours, the rescue party didn't succeed in finding the climbers. The same sentence will be couldn't succeed. Okay, couldn't succeed in finding the climbers. So then the second sentence, he did his best, but he wasn't able to finish all his job before the boss got back. He couldn't finish all his job before the boss got back. That's you cannot change in C. You cannot say Daniel was thrilled when he could pass his driving test first time. He succeeded. Then you couldn't say although I was at home, the burglar could break in and steal my laptop without being seen. Also, you cannot use could. But Melanie could swim 3 lanes of the pool when she was William's age. That's possible. Then you cannot say Paul's interview was this afternoon. I wonder if he could get the job. If he managed to get the job is better. And then I was so tense that I couldn't sleep. I couldn't fall asleep despite being tired. And then although he didn't have a corkscrew, he could open the bottle. And could you lose? That makes no sense. So in sentence I, could you lose? Did you manage to lose any weight since you started your diet? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and now it's kind of a discussion. Just read the sentences and we'll try and discuss them.
What can you do now that you couldn't do when you were a child, and vice versa?
Vice versa means наоборот. Что вы можете делать сейчас, чего вы не могли делать, когда вы были ребенком, и наоборот. So what can you do now that you couldn't do when you were a child, and vice versa? Okay.
I could read in English.
You couldn't, or you could. Could you?
I could read in English now.
No, it's I can. I can now, and could in the past. So I can't read.
Sorry, I can read in English now.
But I couldn't.
But I couldn't do.
Yeah.
But I couldn't read in English when I was a child.
When I was a child. Okay. And vice versa, the meaning is that you cannot do now, but you could when you were a child. What you cannot do now, but you could when you were a child. What do you think?
Maybe play in toys.
With toys, yeah. But
play with toys.
Yeah. But I think that you can. What else? Only children can do, and grown-ups cannot do. What is that? I don't know. Just Well, it's kind of a very strange examples which I have. It's just like when I was a child, I could eat my mother's milk, but now I cannot. But I'm very sorry about that. That was my only idea, right?
Yes.
Do you have some ideas?
No.
Well, that's too bad. I'm trying to find any kind of ideas, and you said that you couldn't. Okay, let me think it over again. Just try it, and you will find something interesting. Yeah, I was thinking to say when I was a child, I could crawl on all of my fours. Crawl means ползать на четвереньках, but I can crawl now. So the only thing is I don't want to. Then what else I could do when I was a child? Yeah, when I was a child, I could sleep. Well, how long? When you are a baby, you probably sleep all day long, right?
Yes.
And I cannot sleep all day long right now. So think about ideas. Give me some ideas. What could you do? What couldn't you do? What could you do when you were a child, a baby, but you cannot do now? Okay, I can think about another thing. That when I was a child, I could walk with my mom's hand in hand. But right now, I cannot walk with my mom hand in hand because my mom died, or because it's yeah, we do not walk with hand in hand with your mom when you are a grown up, right?
Yes. I'm trying.
Yeah, please do.
When I was a child, I couldn't wash dishes,
Okay, good.
but now I could
I
wash
can.
dishes.
But
I can wash dishes.
yeah, but see, it says vice versa. The meaning is наоборот, and наоборот means that something which you could do when you were a child, when you were a baby, but you cannot do now. What is that? Okay, I will just talk a little bit with Milana, and you just think of this example. Hey, Milana. Hello, Milana. Say hello to us. Hello, Milana. Can you hear us? She's probably sleeping. She fell asleep. Okay, so no ideas?
No.
Yeah, you have to have ideas, because usually, during the exam, people ask you about lots of ideas. For example, describing pictures. Okay, read the second sentence, but just think about that. Maybe next class I will ask you.
What difficult things have you managed to do in your life?
For example, exempli grazie means, for example,
pass your driving test, save up enough money for something expensive.
So what difficult things have you managed to do in your life? You managed to do, for example, pass your driving test or save up enough money for something expensive, to buy something expensive. So what difficult things have you managed to do in your life?
I have managed to pass my first exams in 9th grade in school.
Very good. Excellent.
In my life.
Yeah, that's very good. Hello, Milana. Can you hear us? Hello? Milana, can you say hello to us? Probably she doesn't want to talk with us, and I have no idea, because previously she talked several times, with me, and it was okay. But that's all right. So, what difficult things that I managed to do in my life? What difficult things I managed to do in my life? Wow. Every day has some very difficult things. For example, today I managed to fix my lamp, which is right in front of me. The switch on the lamp got broken, and it didn't work. The lamp didn't work, but right now it works fine. Like you know, I can turn it off and I can turn it on. See, it's working, and it was pretty difficult. It was not that easy to fix the lamp. So I managed to fix a lamp. You understand?
Yes.
Then just hold on. Read the next.
What abilities do you or someone you know have?
What abilities do you or someone you know have?
What is abilities?
Способности? Возможности? What abilities do you have? Okay, if you ask me, I have an ability to speak English. Okay, I can speak English. So what abilities do you have?
I have
I have an ability to
an ability to read on 2 languages.
yeah, but see, today you said that you have an ability to play basketball in a very good way because you take part in lots of contests and competitions, correct? Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, Milana, can you hear us? I don't know what is going on. Okay, read the next one.
What would you like to be able to do that you can't?
What would you like to be able to do that you cannot? If you ask me, I would like to be able to play music. To play music on a musical instrument, like to play the piano. I would like to play the piano. Okay, I cannot play the piano, but I would like to be able to play the piano. Okay, how about you?
I would like to be able to sing.
To sing. Very good. Excellent. All right. So, hello, Milana. Can you hear us? No, she doesn't want to. Okay. Now, the next part is reading, and we will read the text and choose the most suitable title for the test. Выберите самый подходящий заголовок для текста. Choose the most suitable title for the text. Just read the title.
How to find out what kind of learner you are.
So, find out, выяснить. Как выяснить, какого типа вы ученик, учащийся? How to find out what kind of a learner you are. So, how different learners learn best? Как различные учащиеся учатся наилучшим образом? Okay, read the last one.
What determines the kind of learner you are?
Yeah, what determines the kind of learner you are? Что определяет тип учащегося, который вы есть? Determine определяет, решает судьбу. Okay, and now we will read the text. And see, you will have to choose the correct word in each pair to fill the gap. Нужно заполнить пропуски, fill the gap. How how you choose one of two in each pair, one word. So, and then what clues in the text helped you to choose your answer? Какие подсказки, ключи, какие подсказки в тексте помогли вам выбрать правильный ответ? Okay, so please just read and we will talk about that.
Everyone have many different learning style, and knowing what style may help you to learn most effectively can, according to some experts, optimize your learning experience. Although there are many different views on the subject, there is general agreement that
Okay, we will choose the word later. You just read further on and then we'll think. Are three
basic styles: auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. Kinesthetic.
Okay, just let me help you. У каждого есть различные стили обучения, изучения нового материала. И зная, какой стиль может помочь вам учиться наиболее эффективно, может, согласно некоторым экспертам, оптимизировать ваш учебный опыт. Хотя существует много различных взглядов на предмет, есть общее согласие, что есть три основных стиля. Это аудиостиль, то есть на слух восприятие, визуальный стиль, то есть глазами восприятие, и кинестетик, то есть с помощью ощупи, дотрагивания. Okay, go ahead.
Apparently, if you are auditory learner, you learn best by hearing and listening, so you will do well in formal lectures.
Okay, apparently, очевидно. Очевидно, если вы или на слух учащийся, вы лучше учитесь, когда слушаете или услышали что-нибудь. Поэтому вы будете хорошо себя чувствовать на формальных лекциях. Okay, then.
Visual learners learn by seeing and looking of this.
There is the period, там точка. Визуальные учащиеся учатся с помощью того, когда они видят и смотрят. Okay, then.
They will erect best images and written information.
Они будут реагировать лучше всего на образы и написанную информацию. Okay, then.
Kinesthetic learners learn by touching and doing things.
А те, которые кинестетики, они учатся лучше, когда дотрагиваются и делают какие-то вещи.
They to do hands-on activities in to learn most successfully.
Они должны делать виды деятельности своими руками, тогда они учатся наиболее успешно. Okay?
Most people tend to fall into more than one category, though one style tends to be more prevalent than the others.
Okay, большинство людей обычно подпадают под больше, чем одну категорию, хотя один стиль имеет тенденцию быть более превалирующим, чем другие. Okay, then.
If you are unsure kind of learner you are, there are online questionnaires you can do to find out.
Если вы не уверены, какого типа ученик вы, существуют онлайн-опросники, с помощью которых вы можете выяснить. All right, so you can go back and just check as you know that the first one you did. It should be everyone has a different learning style, and knowing what style may help you to learn most effectively can, according to some expert, optimize your learning experience. So the second one, what should be there? Окей. Очевидно, хотя существует много различных взглядов на предмет, на тему, существует общее согласие, что существует три основных стиля. Как мы говорим, существует или имеются?
Have.
No. Существует или имеются — это специальный оборот такой в английском языке.
Order.
Оборот такой there is, there are. То есть вставить нужно they are. There is a general, okay. There is general agreement that they are three basic styles: auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. Okay, then
Apparently, if you are if you are
an auditory learner, здесь нужно поставить только an or this part, article. Okay, so apparently if you are an auditory learner, you learn best by hearing and listening, so you will do well in formal lectures. Okay, go ahead.
Visual learners learn by seeing and looking.
Okay, and then
fact of this.
We do not say fact of this. Okay. It's because of this. Because of this.
Because of this, they will react best.
They will react best to images and written information. They will react best to images.
To images and written information. Written information. Kinesthetic learners learn by touching and doing things. They need to do hands-on activities in.
Ну, это оборот, для того, чтобы. По-английски мы говорим in order to. In order.
In order to learn more successfully.
Yeah, good, then.
Most people however, tend to fall into more than one category, or though one style tends to be more prevalent than the others.
Good.
If you are unsure,
If you are unsure, если вы не уверены, какого типа вы учащийся,
what kind of learner you are, there are must online questionnaires.
They are. Существует онлайн вопросников, которые вы можете выполнить, чтобы выяснить это.
Many.
There are many online questionnaires.
Online questionnaires you can do to find out.
Yeah. So do not forget that the class will be only 40 minutes. So they will stop it absolutely accidentally. And if you want to write the review, you remember that you can write it in my page. Yeah, I will show it to you. My page. It's here. If you just want to write it, that's the reviews about my classes. Okay.
Okay.
You can go here and you can write what you think about my classes. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back and then I will show you what we talked about. So then you see it's exam practice. That's the preparation for the real exam. So just read the task.
For questions 1-8, read the text below and think of the word which best fits each gap. Use only one word in each gap. There is an example at the beginning.
Just hold on. Для вопросов с 1 по 8 прочитайте текст внизу и догадайтесь о слове, которое лучше всего подходит в пропуск. Использовать можно только одно слово в каждом пропуске. То есть вам эти слова не даются. Вам нужно подумать самим. Есть пример, в самом начале вам дается as soon as. И перед этим еще есть tip. Tip – полезный совет. Just read it.
Look at the words which come before and after the gap to decide what kind of word is missing.
Да, посмотрите на слова, которые до и после пропуска, чтобы решить, какое слово пропущено. Okay, Milana, do you want to say something? No, she doesn't. Okay, but first of all, read the heading of the text.
As soon
no, yeah.
Strategies for improving how you learn.
Strategies. Strategies. Say it again.
Strategies for improving how you learn.
Okay, and then do the test. Just read it.
As soon as you have found out what your learning style is, there are many number of strategies.
We don't say it. We say they are a number. They are a number of strategies. Okay.
You can put into practice to improve how you learn. If you are a visual learner, you should take notes in class or in lectures.
You are not provided with handouts означает, когда вам не дали раздаточный материал.
When you are not?
Yeah, when you are not provided or if you are not provided with handouts. Okay, go ahead.
You will find it helpful to use a highlighter pen.
Okay, and
for emphasis the most important information.
Okay, so what is a highlighter pen? What is that? Do you remember? I think that you have it in your pencil.
Выделитель.
Yeah. So you see, this is my pencil box. and I'm looking for a highlighter. So here is my highlighter. Can you read it?
Yes.
Okay, very good, excellent. So that's the highlighter. So you will find it helpful to use a highlighter pen then.
4.
4 or maybe 2 to emphasize. What is to emphasize? Подчеркнуть. To emphasize.
Самую важную информацию.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also try to find sources of information.
Right now, there will be the end of the class, so I'm saying goodbye to you because you know it will finish absolutely unexpectedly. So good. Now also try to find sources of information. Illustrate